Hi guys, this is Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet, and that's Kage. And you may be able to hear Harley in the background making noises here and there, but he is so wound for sound this morning. And it's Wooblin Wednesday. Woo! Wooblin Wednesday is an idea thought up by my Yarny sisters, and I have collaborated. And sorry, he's attacking whatever's flying at the window. It's very windy outside. You may hear some wind chimes. Where we do Wooble kits, and this week Zoe got the all the boats, or well, last week, so I can make her for this week, and we not only are doing the Woobles kits, but we are doing patterns from the Woobles books. You might see the book picture up here. We're also doing patterns from the Amigurumi Critters. You might see that up here. And I'm saying might because I've been known to forget to put links and all kinds of stuff. More on that later. And also we find free patterns off the internet that resemble, it was the idea of my Yarny sister Rannee, which I have an update about her at the end of the video. So if you're a fan of Rannee's, stick around. I also have channel information, little change, and that'll be at the end. But you came for Woobles, so I'm going to give you Woobles. But anyway, so we Rannee thought it would be cool if we tried to find a pattern that was similar. Usually they're not identical, but so like this week I made a flamingo. If you wanted to make a flamingo, you could. And so there should be a flamingo tutorial in the description. It's not my work, it's whoever made the tutorial's work, and I'll put a link to that video. And in their channel, they'll tell you their name and all that stuff. So it's the easiest way for me to do it. But anyway, also they thought it would be fun to, it was Rannee. Rannee thought it would be fun to make badges for the Wooblin Wednesday. And also she has a badge for November, and you have to do things to earn these badges. You don't just get a badge. These aren't participation medals. These are, you earned it. So, for the Wooblin Wednesday one, it's Amigurumi Master. And for the November, it's the Giving Crafter, and it's a turkey. And if I have a picture, I'll put it up because I'm very excited about the turkey. Anyway, so how do you win those? Well, you go to Missi's channel and you do either one of her Woobles kits that she's done, one of, if she's done a pattern from the Amigurumi Critters book, you can do that if you have the book. If she's done a pattern from the Woobles book, you can do that if you have the book. On the Woobles website, I think there is a free pattern one, and if you buy the Woobles yarn, there's patterns in there, but unless Missi's done it, it won't count for Missi's channel. Also, every week we put a free pattern in there to make it super simple, easy, and so you don't have to spend out all the money on all the other things. There's always a free pattern, and you can use any yarn. It doesn't have to be the easy peasy yarn. Michael's has some similar yarn, and Hobby Lobby has some similar yarn, and you can just use regular 4-weight yarn because the Woobles yarn is supposed to be the equivalent of let me grab a bigger piece. I got all my little clippings over here. It's supposed to be 4-weight. I think it looks a little chunkier than that, but 4-weight will do. And you can actually make it in any size as long as you adjust your hook size. You can make it in any size. It could end up being a plushie. But anyway, so anything that Missi has done or one of her free patterns that she puts in the description box on her video. You guys can pick one from her channel. And that's not all. And then you have to pick one of the things I've done, either a kit, if I've done a pattern from the book, if I've done a pattern from the Amigurumi Critters book, if I put it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do, I may never make the free patterns that are in the description box, but those count because I put it in there for you guys so it'll be easier for you. So any one of those things, one make from my channel. And then you go to Rannee's channel and you do one from her channel. Either of the books, any of the free patterns that she has in her description box for that week. And did I say the kits? But anyway, a make from Rannee's channel. It has to be from her box or one of the patterns she's done or one of the kits she's done. One from my channel, same. One from Missi's channel, same. And after you've done those three, you have earned your Amigurumi Master Badge. And then, if you want a double duty on that, if you give one of them to somebody as a gift, like a random act of kindness, you'll also qualify for the November's Giving Crafter badge. And people are thinking of different ways to display those badges. Also, you have to send a picture to either Missi, me, or Rannee's community post. And, say who you are and put the name in there that you want to be called. You don't have to put personal information in there. But that's how we know that you've done the three. And also, we will send it to Rannee, but you could also just not worry about sending it to my channel. You could just send it straight to Rannee's community post because she is the badge maker. She is the badge handouter. And also our chief shenanigator. And but anyway, so that would be fun. Or if you make things for charity or your local church or whatever that you're giving, those also count. So you could do those three amigurumis and make something for a charity or to cheer somebody up, and those count. And but if you want a double duty and just make the three amigurumis and give one to somebody, and then you're that much closer. But either way is great. You know how I feel about being a little joy bomb in your corner of the world. So without further ado, Zoe won the vote. I will be putting up the other things to vote for. It should be up here for when I come back. And it should be 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that's where I've put them. And you can vote on them. I think we still have cinnamon roll. And I'll put a couple other extra things up there. And you can vote in the comments below. And you have... you have a lot longer to vote this time, but just get your votes in as soon as possible so I know which one to be working on, and I'll explain that later. So I made Zoe. She's a little flamingo, see? Little flamingo. I made a couple of changes, well, actually just one change that I repeated, but this is her. She's got her cute little feet, her cute little hair piece, the feathers. Cute little wings, her cute little nose, and her little feathers on it. She's just cute. I had to do a little cosmetic surgery and stitch in the holes because I was stitching so loose that I made gaps, which is an amigurumi no. But I tell you that to tell you that nobody's perfect and it's okay. You don't have to be ashamed if yours don't look exactly like the package, and mine never look exactly like the packages, because you see my girl, she's got a long head, and this one has a shorter, fatter head, and it doesn't matter how hard I try, I never can get them to look like that. And I've done exactly to the pattern except for the changes that I made. I changed her feet because look at how her feet are in there. They're like little bobbles. I hate that. I didn't like it at all. They're like puff stitches. I made feet that look like flamingos, more like a bird feet. And I think she's absolutely adorable. One of my favorites so far, which I say everyone is my favorite because they are. But I hope you enjoyed Wooblin Wednesday. Now that we've got through all that, I'm kind of moving along here because I have some information to pass out. I was given permission by Rannee, and so was Missi. And if you've watched Missi's video already, then you're golden. But if you want to stick around for what I'm going to talk about after that, then stick around. But anyway, by the way, I appreciate everybody and all the new people, and welcome in, and I hope you're having a good time. I appreciate all of you, whether you comment, whether you don't, although commenting helps. So anyway, Missi, sorry. Rannee was at work, and she all of a sudden couldn't see out of her eye. And I want to say it's the right eye, because when you're looking at a picture, you know it's backward. But she lost her vision in her eye. It all went blurry. And so she called Missi up. Missi is our person to go to when we want to know some information. Missi is the one with all the knowledge. No, Rannee's really intelligent too. And I go to both of them because I need all the help. But anyway, she called Missi, and Missi said, you need to go to the doctor. And but it was too late to go to her doctor, and she knew for a fact that the hospital that she was near didn't have the specialist that she needed. So she was going to go home and make an appointment with her eye doctor the next day, because she has other eye things going on and she had specialists. Well, they said that her retina had detached. And if you don't know anything about that, you can look it up. I'm not super knowledgeable, but I just know that then you can't see and it's bad. So they scheduled her for immediate surgery the next day. She had to lay down. She couldn't do anything except for go to the restroom. And of course, you know, that drives a person crazy when they're a busy person all the time, you know, and then you just have to be made to lay still. It's not fun. And so then I found out about it and just about had a meltdown. You guys don't start me. You know, it's a very serious thing. It's one of my worst nightmares. You know, I have diabetic retinopathy, so it's one of the things I worry about constantly. I mean, not constantly, but a lot. I'm doing everything I can to prevent that. But anyway, so of course we were, you know, really worried, and she made it through the surgery, okay, and her husband kept us updated the whole time. He was such a good person. He's such a good husband. He texted us. We have a group text, me, Missi, and Rannee, and he texted us through her group, her part of the group text, and told us, you know, it's not done yet. I'll let you know when it is. And the whole day till she was done, and we really appreciated that. Excuse me. Sorry, my voice keeps going in and out, and I have a little bit of a cough still. More on that in a minute. So she made it through, and she has to not do anything and relax and not strain herself, and that's of course frustrating. I have it on good authority. She likes historical fiction books. And since she can't be straining her eyes reading, if you guys have any that, or know of any good place to get them, do I got something on my eye? No, it's just the light. if you know of any place to get them and know how to send them digitally, please do. She has all her information in her description box. Because she's going to need entertainment that doesn't involve her eyes. So, you know, I'm trying to find some historical fiction books on tape or, digital so I can send them to her. But she hasn't asked for that. I just thought it would be a good idea. And also, she's going to be off work for 4 to 5 weeks, maybe longer. We don't know. Her vision isn't going to be perfect if it heals, if the surgery works. So she's pretty much going to have the issues with, seeing very well if it goes through, and she'll be dealing that forever. So it can get a person down. You can be you could really get in the dumps, and I'm trying really hard, guys. So my thing for her, if you guys can, if you want to be a little joy bomb in her corner of the world and try to cheer her up, I suggest, and she hasn't asked for this, it's just on the spur of the moment, that you go to her community post, and you can save you a little postage this way. If you have a cute craft, or a cute picture of a puppy or a cat, or a cute, or like, those hearts that Sam makes, if you make little crochet hearts, you can take a picture of that, and make like a digital card, get well card that way. You take a picture, and then in the comments, you could tell her how much that you care and are thinking about her. If you pray, you can tell her you're sending prayers. If you give well wishes, you can give her well wishes. Give her a little bits of encouragement, because that would be awesome. And if she's having trouble seeing, her husband can read it to her and describe it to her. But she still has one eye that she has good vision in, as well as she has. And that would be fun to make little get well messages, digital cards. I'm not sure if I'm using the quotes right, but sorry, I just keep getting a brain fog. And that's as much as I know about Rannee. And if I have confused some of the things I've been told, then go to Missi's last Wooblin Wednesday. Well, you should anyway, because she's got a cute make. But go to Missi's Wooblin Wednesday video that she posted this morning, because most of it Rannee discussed with her, so her information is the most accurate. But anyway, and if Rannee makes a video later, then she can correct if I say, but I believe I got it all right. And I have an excuse, and now we're going to talk about me for a second. I have been having this cold for a while now. I finally got some medicine. Oh, and also I ended up getting pink eye because it's bacterial cold. And, when you blow your nose, I'm not going to blow my nose, but I'm just going to show you an example. Sometimes the tissue, like a lot of times I'll have the end poke right in my eye. I wasn't paying attention when I was blowing my nose that whole time. But then after I learned that I got pink eye, which it was terrible, it's a lot better now. You probably can't tell it with the shadows and everything, but it's a lot like pinker now because I got little drops to take. But because I wash my hands all the time, and that's one of the other ways you can get pink eye. But I wasn't paying attention to that Kleenex. But anyway, so I got pink eye on top of the cold, so I finally went to the doctor because I was like, I gotta get better. And also I double took my medicine that suppresses my immune system because my RA, my body will attack itself. And so they got to tamp down my immune system, and I double took my medicine by accident. My phone told me it was time to take it, but really I wasn't supposed to take it for another week. And so my immune system has been doubly suppressed, and I wasn't even supposed to take it the first dose because I was sick and I forgot that you can't take it when you're sick because you won't get better. It'll take wounds longer to heal, and just, the whole world a mess. So I am feeling, they gave me antibiotics and eye drops, and I am feeling better from that. But then, because of being sick and everything, I ended up getting a flare-up, which I don't know how. I got a flare-up when being on a double dose of medicine. I can't explain these things, but my right shoulder is really bad. I don't have to do anything. I can just crochet, and I could be laid up for a while. And I know it sounds fictional, but it isn't. If I do too much, if I do anything physical, if I just, I'm not going to do it fast because I will sprain my wrist, but if I just gesture really fast, that was slow. I can sprain my wrist and it'll swell up, and just little things like that. And so make a long story short, I'm just exhausted. And so even though I'm getting better on one front, the other thing is taking over. But I'm used to it. It takes a long time, or not a long time. Sorry. It takes a couple of days to a week, usually, to get over it. And then once it does, sometimes it's just 2 days. And then it's like nothing ever happened. At first, I feel like I've been hit by a car, and then like a couple days later or a week later, I'm fine, back to normal. So I'm not stressed about it, although I am really tired. My body is stressed, not stressful in my mind, but just exhausted. So that being said, I'm going to not do Finish It Friday. Like I said, I was going to start it this week. I didn't know I was lying at the time. I totally intended. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be making makes. I'm just going to take slower time to do it, not to stress myself out. And for the first couple of days, I'm not going to at all. I'm just going to like read my books or something because I just want to catch up with myself. You got to know your limitations. And where I'm fine mentally, my body is just exhausted. So, and also, I will skip the next Wooblin Wednesday. But you will have a vote, say by Wednesday, whichever amigurumi that I put up on the top of the screen that you vote for. Hey, buddy. He says hello. He's like parkouring across the house. Then that'll be the make for the following Wooblin Wednesday. And then hopefully, and I won't be doing the next Friday, Finish It Friday. So after next week, I will get back to it again. I just need to give myself a little bit of a break. There's just so much stuff that I've been doing and stuff that needs to be done, and it's going to take me more time because I'm going to be cautious. So, and my issues are nothing compared to Rannee's, so please go over to her channel and give it some love, and maybe do that digital get well card thing I suggested. And my problems are nothing. And we're supporting her as much as we can, trying to keep in touch, being a sounding board for her, because it's a scary thing. And we love her so very much. And if you love her, you can go tell her. And that would be an awesome way to be a little joy bomb in her corner of the world. Hint, hint. So I love you all. Sorry I'm going to be absent for just a little bit, but I need to give myself some time. And I'm not trying to be all drama queen. It's nothing really. I'm used to it. I just want to explain my absence so you don't think something happened to me. And by the way, if anything ever does happen to me for finals, you know, that'll be it. My son has been instructed, just so you know, to get on here and tell you that that's the case and explain it so you guys won't wonder where I went. I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm 51. I still hope I have a few years left for me. I'm not trying to be all, you know. But you guys won't be left hanging, hopefully, if he does it. If he doesn't do it, you can get on to him, but have fun finding him because he moved to Japan. But anyway, that's enough of that. I tried to make it as lighthearted as possible to give you the information of what's going to happen in those cases. I got a lot of diagnoses. You never know. One of them may take me out. But come here, buddy. Oh, no. He doesn't want to be picked up. He's like a little 5-year-old. Let me down. So I hope you guys are being little joy bombs in your corner of the world, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, sharing your joy. And if you can't do anything else while you're out and about running your errands today and you come across somebody, make sure to give them your best smile, because you don't know what that person's been through, and your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.